You want to do the intro?
Nah, you got it.
Welcome back to the best damn training channel on YouTube. Today is a little bit different of a setup. We're in Reykjavik because my boy has come out to Iceland to visit. You guys have heard me talk about him many times on this channel. This man is Coach AT, national champion for the...
Natty Daddy. That's what they called me back in the day. The Natty Daddy.
For the Ohio State University. So I had to wear my Ohio State gear today because AT's here. AT is a strength coach at the Ohio State. They just won the national championship. I've been a friend of AT's. He's been a friend of mine. He's basically like a little brother to me. I've known him ever since he was a junior in high school, right? Sophomore in high school. And he was one of the first athletes I ever coached. And now he's doing the same thing on a bigger level, which is pretty dope. But he's out here to visit, but we're still gonna train. We're still gonna video some stuff. Today's session in the track is going to be a very kind of like moderate intensity because my legs are feeling it from Monday and Tuesday. This is the third day in a row being on the track. So we're gonna hit some like technical efforts on some 20s and 30s. We're gonna do some pogos. And then because we're in Reykjavik, we're gonna go down to Thor's Power Gym and we're gonna hit a little upper body session on essentially what is the world's strongest gym because there are some absolute monsters in there. So I'm already warm. We went through all of our drills and everything. AT's got a little
I got a hammy, so I ain't really doing much today, but I'm gonna get loose.
He's not gonna be doing the sprints with us today, but he will be doing the lifting today.
Yeah.
I got 20 meters set up. I don't have my timing cones, so we're not gonna get times on any of this. But essentially what I'm looking for doing is like 90+% efforts on these just to kind of get the legs loose a little bit. And then I'll finish off with a little bit of plyo work, do some pogos, and then we'll move on to the gym. We'll hit our upper body session for the day.
And I'm gonna get, as soon as he runs a rep, I'm gonna just stand right behind him and then jog through.
Okay. Oh yeah, legs are feeling.
Really good setup.
Yeah, coach is gonna coach me today.
I mean, what's the coach? I mean, there's not really much to coach when you're working with an elite level sprinter. There's a lot to coach with me. So I'm not gonna get down at a 3-point stance. I'm just gonna stay at a 2-point stance because I got the bad leg. And I'm just gonna jog straight through.
There it is.
It bends.
There it is. Loosen up the hand.
If it ain't bending, you're just pretending. Just remember that. Yeah, she got cornrows.
Yeah.
She look black.
All right, rep number 2. So the plan here is 3 20s, 2 30s. First one felt decent.
Golly. Elite stance, elite start, take off and go.
That one felt better. Yes.
I think I got up to like 50% on that one. I'm cooking now. I'm rolling.
You're just working on your home run trot.
Yeah. Competitive softball player.
AT's deep in the softball world.
Yep.
Slow pitch.
You can find me, Beer League.
Beer League. He's
down there in Grove City, Ohio. Come find me. Beer League softball champ.
He's just working on his home run trot. First 20. This is home plate to first base. Because in softball, you don't got to run the lap. You just got to touch first and walk back.
Hit your little dinger and you're good.
All right, last rep on the 20s.
I'm going to set up on this one in my batting stance.
Get the swing.
Swing. Oh, yep, it's gone. Little trot. Get to first.
If you don't train for it, it won't happen.
It won't happen. Swing, stance, everything.
You gotta practice that.
We call them stance and starts. You gotta get your stance and start ready. Stance and starts.
Sports specificity.
Yep.
Swing it, see the ball fly, get your little crow hop.
Yep.
And then.
That's specificity right there. Everyone wants to know, what's the science? What's the science say? What's the data say? Well, there you go.
Data says trot it off.
Yep. When in doubt, trout it out.
Look at him practicing his swing. All right, 2 30s.
And then done. Did you already do pogos?
I'm finished with pogos.
Oh, okay.
What time is it right now?
9 o'clock.
Gym just open. We got good time going.
Quick upper, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing bench, pull-ups, and rows.
That's it. That's all I need to do. I'm good. 1 press, 2 pull. almost ran out of room.
I need a crash pad down here. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
With the point.
I had enough volume. I'm gonna do the pogos with you.
But then,
You guys giving me the death play.
these walkers in here aren't used to seeing people run around. My walkers, they're used to seeing me run around. So they're like, they'll see you in the track, they'll just be like, the old dude that just gives me the salute, walks
Captain
off.
America.
Yeah. You'll see them. All right, last thing we're gonna do here, I've got this black mat we're gonna do our pogos on just so it's a little bit softer of a surface.
Get springy.
What we're trying to do is 2 sets, 20 meters, just light, easy pogos. And then we're gonna do 2 sets, 20 meters of what I call 3+1. So we're gonna go 3 easy pogos into 1 pogo, trying to get up as high as you can. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So every 4th pogo is gonna be for height on this. Pogo wise, we're talking about summer of speed program, trying to get as fast as we can. Pogos are a very transferable training way to create a little bit more tolerance for handling sprint demands. So it's not necessarily that pogos are working on like explosive power or they're gonna help you be more stiff or anything like that. What it really is you're just getting a lot more ground contacts that are a little bit more similar to sprinting versus just doing sprinting by itself. So you can do some easy pogos that way. It is kind of a tendon adaptation, but really when we're talking about bounds, pogos, intensive hops, depth jumps, all that kind of stuff, the adaptation from plyos is really like you're training your muscle to be stiff and allowing the tendon to stretch. You're not necessarily training the tendon itself. The tendons need time under tension. So like when you're doing heavy squats, you're doing heavy strength training, whether you're doing eccentric focus or not, that's where you're training your tendons to be strong. But because these are such quick ground reactions, what's happening is when you're hitting the ground, that muscle needs to be stiff. The tendon is then going to pull. So you're not necessarily training that tendon to pull, you're training that muscle to be stiff. So that's a good reason why we're gonna be doing these pogos and we're gonna be doing a lot more plyos for the summer of speed. We're just trying to train adaptations that'll allow us to handle more sprint volume. So then when we get specific, we do more sprints, we'll be able to handle that and be able to stay pain-free, hopefully injury-free, and be able to run a little bit faster as well. So I'm doing 2 sets of 20 meters, which will be from about the beginning of this black mat to where you guys see that long jump board. AT coming off the strain, he's just gonna go 10, so that blue cone
4 by
to
10,
the yellow cone.
same distance.
Same thing, just less distances there. And then rest in between is just, I'm gonna walk back and do another one.
That does feel way better.
On the mat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt way better.
All right, and then we got 2 sets, 3+1, 3 easy pogos, 1 high pogo. Same thing, 20 meters on this. And then we're gonna go to the gym, get a little upper body pump in. The hardest part about the 3+1 is keeping track on where your little pogos are.
I was literally trying to count on the previous set. I was like, shoot, is that 4? Is that 3? Just like doing it in my head for practice.
That's the hardest part of these ones.
Almost fell over on that last one. Just trying to count in my head.
Oh, I lost count there.
Even the pros do it. It's not just the unathletic people. Even the best of the best do it.
Whew.
probably the worst place for you to go and lift.
It's like you're like in the playground again, where everything is bigger than it's supposed to be.
No collars, huh?
Huh?
No collars?
No, we live dangerously.
Ah, safety never takes a holiday, coach. I'm gonna put them on for me.
You don't like to be dangerous?
No.
Oh, these are like the hard ones to get on too. So I'm gonna do 3 by 8 at about 65%. I don't know what you've been doing or what you want to do, but
Yeah, I've been doing high volume, so that'll work out good.
so if we put the yellows on, that'll be 220. What do you want your weight to be at?
It's probably a good work weight for me, 220.
220? All right, so then we'll keep the yellows on.
Yep.
And then my working sets, we'll just throw on some greens.
Yep.
And that'll put me where I need to be. Some power chalk.
Power chalk.
This is the world's strongest chalk. This is also the world's strongest bench. Everything in here is the world's strongest.
When you're in the world's strongest gym. Oh. This will be my first work set. One warm up. You know how
That's all it takes. One good warm up. You're good.
That's all it
We're already
is.
warm from sprinting.
Yeah, we're already loose.
You're already warm from trotting.
Got my home run trot
The
now.
home run trot is looking
Yes, coach.
great right now.
Yes, coach.
Yes. There it is. Let me grab some greens. I haven't done 8 on a bench press since probably doing my 225 test.
Oh, yeah. It's like butter.
Not too bad.
Easy. You staying at that weight the whole time?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. It's the world's strongest collar. The world's strongest staircase. Look how vertical that thing is. It's
That is
basically
very
a ladder.
Boom.
One more. So I might do, instead of pull-ups, I might do pull-downs just because I like to use machines and stuff when I don't have access to them.
Yep.
And then some rows, probably do machine variation on rows as well, and then be done. Go get some breakfast, some coffee. Yep. Easy. Oh, these are the world's strongest collars.
They're tough to take off.
We'll get some more of the world's strongest chalk. Easy money.
We out.
I mean, this is week 1. I'm not trying to blow anything
Yeah,
up.
I would say for week 1, that's probably an okay weight.
My upper body stuff, it don't really matter right now anyways.
Yeah. Is that too light?
No, this is good.
Okay.
There we go. Now, I already know people who watch this video are gonna kill me if I don't ask you some questions.
Okay.
Think about this while you're doing your pull downs.
Okay. How many did you do?
8. You've been at Florida, you've been at Ole Miss, you've been at Mississippi State, now at Ohio State, who's the freakiest guy you've ever coached?
Oh,
Overall, like a one-of-one, he is the freakiest guy.
oh my gosh. In the weight room or on the field, there's everything.
Overall.
The guy I'm coaching right now, JJ. Weight room, freak. He'll run darn near close to 24 miles an hour. I mean, he's 6'3", he's 220 pounds, and he's running that fast. So he's probably numero uno. Weight room does everything.
For those that don't know, JJ is Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Number 4, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Absolute freak.
He's probably numero uno, number 1.
I mean, he's number 1 ranked overall in the new college football
video game. Yeah, he's 98 overall, so he can do a lot. Yeah.
They should have given that 99.
After that, Marv's pretty hooked up.
Yeah.
In the weight room, wasn't that.
What about what's his name, Sonny?
Sonny's a freak. Sonny is an absolute, yeah. He's our star. He's our linebacker. He's an absolute freak. Guys that we had at Florida that were really good were, I thought Kadarius Toney was one of the shiftiest, most athletic dudes I've ever seen on a football field. The stuff that he would do.
All right, so
shin angles would freaking fall over the ground and juke you out.
Here's another one. Who was the most athletic on the field that I would say is the least suspecting?
The most unassuming.
Yeah, the most unassuming.
You're a freak?
Yeah, who's the most unassuming athlete you've ever worked with? Where you look at him, they're like questioning on whether he even plays football. Then he gets onto the field and you're like, damn, this boy can move.
I would say our quarterback last year, Will Howard. So he was a big dude, like, 6'4", 6'5", 240, pounds or whatever. Just looks like a normal dude. Talk to you like a normal dude, but actually, obviously he can sling the rock, but he can actually move pretty good. Like he'll run 21 miles an hour. Like he can move a little bit.
Okay.
He can move a little bit.
21's moving for
21 for a big guy.
For a big guy, also a quarterback.
Yeah, he can move. And I have recency bias right now, so I'm sure I'm forgetting someone from back in the day.
You're biased because of those rings you got now.
Yeah. I have straight
You can't see past the bling.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, whoa.
Straight recency bias. Yeah.
Yep.
What other intriguing questions you got?
Man, what would people want to know?
Give the people what they want.
We know who the freakiest is. We know who the most assuming is. Now we're going to throw someone under the bus. Who's the worst person you ever coached?
Oh, dude, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I wouldn't expect you to say that.
Who's the worst athlete you've ever
Who's the least deserving person to be on the team? You've been a D1 coach for how many years?
This will be year 10.
Going into year 10. What is, outside of winning the national championship, what is the most memorable period or memorable moment within the past decade of being a collegiate straight coach?
Memorable moment.
Outside of the national championship.
Outside
obviously,
of the national championship.
That's going to take precedent because...
Yeah, I would say the coolest thing, everything's going to revert back to like what happened this year. So like national championship is like the pinnacle of college athletics. Like that's why you work. But for me, and for you, for like us as kids growing up in Tacoma, Washington, I mean, we talked about this. The coolest thing in the world is going to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Like me and he, one of our really good friends, Imani, like we drove down there literally I think it was 2014, 2015, so 10 years ago, my senior year of college, drove down there for the first ever college football playoff, and then to be in that moment 10 years later, it was like a full circle moment. So that one was pretty cool. And then you just see all the pageantry and everything.
Yeah. All right, now back to who's the worst player you ever
Who's most deserving of WOTA? Worst athlete of all time.
Who is the WOTA? The WOTA Award.
Who's the WOTA Award? 2 sets?
2 sets.
Done.
That's gonna be
Solid day. We did bench, we did pulls.
1 push, 2 pulls.
Yep.
Lots of sprints.
Lots of sprints.
Plyos.
Sprints.
So yours were more sports specific.
Yeah. Specificity, coach.
Yeah, yours were more specific to your needs.
Yep, that's right.
So we're just working on home run trots.
Home run trots, baby.
Yeah, so that's day 3, Summer of Speed. 3rd day on the track. We'll be back on the track again tomorrow. That'll be 4 days. Friday we'll be back on the track again. 5 days in a row on the track. Summer of Speed's gonna be a great program. We're gonna get fast. But that's gonna be it for today. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I would say go follow AT, but AT doesn't have social media.
I got nothing.
So just follow Ohio State. Give them a shout out, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Go Bucks.